People, welcome back to Red Button Journal. Here we are in the car during a rainstorm. And my baby got all purdied up for our big outing to go film, and I got all purdied up. The problem is, I went to bed late last night, so did Madge. And she got up bright and early this morning ready to go do a video. And I didn't. And so she went ahead and made she made some festivals to die for. Let me tell you, we had those for breakfast. And I took an egg and I smushed it up with a pear or avocado for you people in foreign. And we went out to do a video of Orange Grove. And let me tell you, it was going to be beautiful. And when we got there, it started to rain. Just as we got down there, it just started raining hard. So we drove up around, I don't even know the names of it, but there's places we'll go again. We drove up on some of the environs up around, up around some summit or something, or ridgeway, I don't know what it was called. Some terrace this or terrace that, or summit this or summit that. Anyway, we drove around that and then up some other hill. And I got to tell you what, we saw the most beautiful homes and beautiful landscapes. And I can't tell you how we wish we could have done a film today. And Madge even said, "Oh, can you put your camera out? What will happen if it gets wet?" Well, that's not going to work. It rained hard. So when we're coming back into town after doing that, it had stopped. It pretty much stopped. But we thought, we're gonna get splashed and all kinds of something if we try to go back and film again. So we stayed. We kept on going back to where we're staying, and it's raining hard now. And excuse me, I know somebody said they like hearing the sound of rain. Well, you will surely love this video because there's plenty of sound of rain right now. And we were going to go sit we're going to go inside and do a little YouTube for you guys so you can see what's going on and we could talk to you a little bit and say, "We miss you guys." And Madge misses you because she didn't get to come with us yesterday. But instead, she said, hey, she didn't want to she was chicken to go out of the car because it's raining so hard. And I wasn't so chicken. I was ready to jump right out. Wasn't I, sweetie? And then I opened the door.
I don't want to get wet.
I opened the door and I changed my mind quick about getting out of the car. I said, we're not getting out of the car. At least I wasn't. So then finally she said, "Where are we going to do it at in there?" I said, "Oh, I don't know. We'll just sit down somewhere." And she said, "Why don't we just do it right here in the car? That's where we do all our vlogs anyway." And so I turned the car to try to get as much light in here. And I apologize, it's not as light as what we'd like it. But, oops.
Overcast.
And I had my stick here. I don't even have anything short to put this on right now. So I'm kind of having to hold it with one hand and talk with the other. Wait a minute. What do you mean talk with the other? Who talks with their hands? Me. That's who. I talk with my hands. So anyway, we decided, we got to put out a video today. And I can't tell you how beautiful Orange Grove is. And people have been saying go over there. And I didn't know what to expect. When you go into a new area, you don't know if you're going to be able to film for 30 minutes or 2 hours. You just don't know till you get there. Well, I'm here to tell you there'll be more than one video from Orange Grove because it is absolutely stunning. We didn't go down every street or anything like that because it was raining. And oh man, the roads up on the sides of the hills that we drove up on, the water was just coming down them like a river. Oh, it was really something. And I don't know why they build these roads to be rivers. They ought to build the roads to be roads and let the water go down the rivers. But it's just Oh, you hear the thunder? I wonder if they heard the thunder, sweetie. But, and I said, and she said, well, can't you just stick the camera out the window and take some film? And I said, well, you know, if I had different sound equipment that was waterproof, or if I had some sort of little cover to put over everything, and I'm thinking that's a pretty good idea. And about that time, there was a big crack of thunder, just like now. And I said, you know, this might not be the best time in the world to be holding the camera on the end of an aluminum pole out the window during a rainstorm and a thunderstorm. So that was the end of pursuing that. But it did seem like a good idea when you first said it about get a little umbrella and set it up over the top of the camera so everything stays dry. But anyway, so we missed our big chance by not getting me not getting out of bed this morning. Madge got out of bed already, raring to go. You can see she got herself all fixed up and didn't even wear a hat today, so you all could see, you know, that she don't have a hat on, and you do look pretty. Yeah. Say something. Do you want me to do all the talking?
Yes, because you're already talking to me. I don't like to talk.
You don't want to say nothing? Say something to your fans. They want to hear you.
Love you, fans, and miss you. Sorry, we don't have anything to put out for today, but good things are coming up.
Yes, yes, yes. And I'm telling you what, that Orange Grove, the people that told me about Orange Grove, I want to thank you, because that Orange Grove is going to be something else. It really is. And we're both excited to go back there. And so we don't know when we're going to get back there. Hopefully tomorrow.
If there's no rain.
If there's no rain again, but it might be. Well, you know, we've got some other things we have to do tomorrow. So we were kind of hoping to go out and do enough filming today that we could maybe cover a few days.
But we could go tomorrow.
Well, we still could. And I'd get enough time to go home and edit. But you know, God knows, for whatever reason, God said, you don't want to be out there today. It's not a good idea. And man, he sure threw a bucket of water on our plans. And he's still throwing buckets of water, and he's clapping and clashing and carrying on. And
this is not bucket, this is a reservoir.
This is a reservoir full. But you know, here, let me get here. Hold that a second and look at yourself and say something pretty while I get myself a drink of water. You can speak up because the microphone's way over here.
We love you. I hope to do the best. And the best is coming up.
The best is coming up. Let me, you know, you were saying I should show them out the window. Let me show you out the window, people. I don't have the car going, or I'd show them the windshield wiper. But it is really coming down. Ooh, man, I'm here to tell you. It is really coming down. But, you know, we needed the water because it's been kind of dry.
It's been a long time since
it's been a long time since we've had a rain like this. And, sweetie, I don't know. We might have to just get wet to go inside because it just does not seem to be any let up in sight.
Well, I'm not quite ready. It's getting heavier than even when we came here.
That's true.
Yeah.
Oh, it's coming down harder than.
Yeah.
It's even coming down harder than it was when we were over at Orange Grove.
After a storm, there will be calmness.
But you know, in the meantime, I can kind of, now that we've been there and we see the lay of the land, you know, I can kind of
imagine the water up there now.
Oh my gosh!
Of that hill coming
oh
up
my
the hills.
gosh! Yeah, we went way up that hill, and it was like driving in a river. And then when we were coming down, one man behind me, I thought, well, now why does he want to pass me? That don't make any sense. He's going to flood out his car. And then I realized the reason he was on the side of on the right side of the road was because the water wasn't so deep over there. But it was
low.
Yeah, and he had a low vehicle, and so as soon as he wasn't trying to pass me or speed up or anything, because there's no way he could have. He'd have flooded out his motor, you know, in his car. He would have. And there was a couple times I was worried about it. When we were up when we were, I'm trying to think exactly where we were. You know, oh no, it was when we were coming back over here. And you know, there was that vehicle in front of us, and it just, the water was up past the bottom of his car. And we were kind of going in his wake, so to speak.
His wake?
Yeah, in his wake. The wake, you know, the wake. The wake is called the, when a boat goes past and it causes a wave,
surge, like,
and then it causes the waves to go to the side, they call that a wake. Yeah. I don't know why they call it a wake. Maybe they say the water woke up, so it's a wake. The water's awake. I don't think that's the way it goes, people. I don't think that's all the way it goes. Yeah. You know, this would have been a fun time to do like a live chat or something, but I'm not. We haven't done one, and I'm not. I mean, I've done one, but it's been a long years ago. I did a No, I didn't. That wasn't live, was it? Maybe I did that live. No.
No, you did live? Have you ever done any live?
Back when we were in foreign, I did one live one time.
Oh, I don't even remember that.
Yeah, I did one live. If people go to my channel and look under live, you'll see it as some guy ran into the side of the Dollar Tree. Remember?
Oh, I remember.
Yeah.
Yeah,
the guy drove into the side of the Dollar Tree, and I went over and I was live streaming.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah. And some policeman or whatever got all, or fireman or something. Oh, you shouldn't be filming over here. You can't be filming. And I just said, oh, okay, well, I better quit then. But I forget how I did it. But I kept doing it anyway. It didn't let that bother me, because in foreign, you know, if you're in public, unless they got it marked off with tape or something, you can walk up there and do all the filming you want.
But here is the same.
It's the same way here in Jamaica.
It's only like some people that they can stop you.
Well, you know that one time at home, I went on that walk, and I went down to the one store, you know. I won't even say the one store, but there was a gentleman there, and he was telling me that I had to get his permission to film and all this and that. I said, no, I can stand right here in public and film you, and you can't stop me. But I said, out of respect for you as a person, I will not film you, because you don't want to be on camera, and that's fine. I don't know why I've got my...
Some people just want to antagonize.
Yeah, and he just wanted to...
Even police will want to do that. Although they know they don't really operate to stop you.
Oh, the police.
And the public,
the police. Well, and I've seen...
They want to do it.
Yeah. And I've seen videos here in Jamaica where, you know, police, they'll take somebody's camera and throw it. And they do that in
any person, though.
And they do it in foreign too.
Yes.
But a lot of times when they do it, the city that they work for or the jurisdiction they work for they get taken to court and they
push their foot into their mouth.
And some of them get disciplined. None of them really lose their job over that, but they should, because they know it's wrong. And the people will get money. You know, they get thousands of dollars. You know, they'll win in court because you're taking away people's rights. You can't do that.
Yeah, so even though when it's not against the law,
you still have people in authority who will try to make you stop. I keep hoping one of those people in authority will make me stop.
And worse when you don't know your rights.
Yeah, I'm hoping they make me stop, because I'm going to take them to court and get some money. Yes, sir, I'm going to get me some money in court. But I don't know why people get certain things in their mind. And that gentleman that day down at that shop that I went to, he was just so sure. And even when I said, you know, it doesn't matter, I disagree with you on what the law is, but out of respect for you as a person, I'm not going to film you. He was like he still wanted to be mad at me because I didn't agree with him. He couldn't just accept that I respected his personhood to the point that even though I felt it was okay, I wasn't going to do it. And you people watching today, some of you may have different feelings on that. And my feeling is it's okay for me to do it, But it's also not okay for me to do it if you don't want me to. And that's not the law. The law says I can do it anyway, according to the way I understand it. But to me, as a person, I respect. And I said to him, I said, respect, brother. I respect you as a person. I'm not going to film you. He wanted to be mad anyway. Even though I wasn't filming him, he wanted to be mad because I didn't agree with him. Which, you know.
Of these people in our party want to fix the law to suit themselves.
Yeah, and if you disagree with them, but it wasn't like I was not doing what he was saying. If his goal was not to be filmed, he won the argument because I had no intention of filming somebody who don't want to be filmed. And yet, he still wanted to be upset because he couldn't change my mind. He changed my actions, but he didn't change my mind, so he was upset. That don't make any sense to me, but let's move on for that. We're not trying to be negative here. But, man, it's just raining and raining. I don't know when we're going to get in the house, sweetie. I don't have any idea. We might have to sleep in the car. You think we'll have to sleep in the car?
It's quite heavy now.
What I might have to do is pull the car over there and let you just jump out real quick in the dry part. And then I'll pull the other way for me to get out. And then when the rain stops, I'll move the car so I can shut the garage doors.
It's comfortable. It's not hot.
No, it's not hot. That's the thing. We shut the car off so y'all could hear us good. And the only problem is where the microphone is sitting there, and I'm leaning forward holding the camera. It's going to get my voice a lot more than yours, and you don't speak up loud like me. I'm a big loud talker, you know. I love to talk and talk and talk. I chatty. That's all I love to do. But you know, I used to kind of envy some people I'd see on YouTube. I said, man, if I could just talk and talk like that, and I don't know. It's something about when the camera's going, and I think because, you know what I think it is? When people leave comments, and people, I love your comments. I honestly love reading through your comments, and I'll read some to Madge, and she loves to hear them, and we really like that. It makes me feel a connection to you guys. I know some of you feel a connection when I respond. Believe me, it makes me feel a connection, and so I think it helps me. When I'm talking to the real people. I'm thinking of the real people who I read your comments, and I feel like I know you. I got people in Australia. I got people in Canada. I got people in the UK. I got people in foreign. When I say foreign, I'm talking about the USA. I got people in Jamaica. In Jamaica, when you say foreign, do you mean?
When you say foreign, you mean
all the foreign.
All those foreign countries.
See, when I say somebody wanted to know. Somebody asked me a question. They said, well, they want to know where we met. And I said, foreign. And they got a big laugh out of that. They got lots of laughs out of that, you know, then put a little smiley face. We met in America. So when I say foreign, I mean in America, but foreign can be they're all foreign. Okay.
Away from Jamaica, where we are hot, all the other countries are foreign right now.
Yeah. I wish I had a way to hold this camera different, but this is going to work. This is working. It might be a little shaky or something, but yeah. So remember, you got to lean over here so they can hear you good, sweetie. You know, they can hear you. Well, you know, that's one thing I do work on, people. I do work on my audio, and I tell you what, when we went over to the Denby Agriculture Expo, Farm Show, Food and Industrial Show. When we went over there, the music and everything was so bad, and I worked to get the audio so that I could have, so you could hear it, or so you could have it. You could hear the people's voices, because you know, if the music is too much in there, then I'm going to get a copyright, and YouTube won't allow me to put it on YouTube because of the copyright. So, so I have to. So I do a lot of work, you know, to make sure everything's okay. But today we don't have a thing to worry about because we're just sitting in our own car. There's no music or nothing. So we can talk and talk and talk. The rain? There's no copyright on the rain. Now, if I get a copyright strike over this rain and thunder, you can contest it. I've had copyright strikes, people. Over the years, over the last few years, I've had many. But I always contest them because anytime you hear music on my video that's intentionally put there, I'm paying somebody to use that. So, you know, running a YouTube channel isn't just you grab a camera and do it, because you have to pay the people who wrote the music or performed it. They have to get paid by you to use that in a public way on YouTube. So I've got a couple different companies I work with, and YouTube even provides some free stuff, and they even provide stuff that's free if you give credit in the video or in the comments for it. So I could do it for free, but to get the better music,
the ones that you want,
the ones I want, you have to pay for it and pay the artist. And so whenever you hear any of my music,
and contribute something to the artist.
Yeah, I have to pay them. Yeah, no, I pay a company that represents them, and then they pay them.
They give a contribution.
Yeah. So, but you know, I've had people. Sometimes I might get a little bit of something from YouTube, but you can't do this from every country, but some of the countries. They have what they call a super thanks, and you'll see there's a little heart or whatever underneath my video that you can click on, and you can donate a little bit of something towards our channel, and that helps us defer some of our costs, you know, for gasoline or for the music that I have and so forth. So. Yeah, so there's a lot that goes into it, people, and we really felt bad that we couldn't do this video today, but I feel good that we did a little almost like a live stream. What I might do is I don't even know what time it is. I don't know I put my phone in here. I put my phone in there. I wonder if I turn that on, if I can.
Maybe it's near 2.
It's 1:56. Yeah, so what I might do is set this up as a premiere, and so I can see your comments as it's going. So maybe we'll do something fun like that. Well, that little sound you hear, that's my backup camera. So, but we're always trying to find new places to go, and we don't want to always just go driving and looking at houses or anything. That's why it was so much fun to go to the farm show. You know, and even though I kind of had in my mind, I'll go do this and we'll film that, and people really like that. We got a lot of enjoyment out of that one. That was kind of a freebie for us. It wasn't like it was work. Not that any of this is really work. I mean, we're a couple old retired people. And what better thing to do than just go around and look at stuff and talk about it, and then share it with other people that many of you may be retired just like us, but you're retired in foreign. And when I say foreign now, I'm going by Madge's definition, which means the UK, Africa countries, America, Canada, Mexico, Colombia, Brazil. I know we got people from the UK watching, from Australia watching, because I see your comments, and I know a little bit after I post my video, y'all are getting out of bed over there in Australia. So big up to you Australian people. Get out of bed and watch my video first thing in the morning, as soon as you get up, and then you send me a comment right away. And I love to see those comments. I love from everybody, not just from the people from Australia. It's just fun to, you know, see what everybody has to say. And you know, like when Madge wasn't with me, you know, a lot of you commented that you missed her. And I missed her deeply. I really did. I mean, she's my partner.
No, I'm here.
We hardly, to be honest, people, since we've been married, other than going to work when we were still working, we've spent very, very, very little time apart. I mean, we do everything together. We go every shopping trip. Anything we're gonna do, we're gonna go buy jerk. We're gonna go, you know, drive over to Portland and go to the Boston Jerk Center, or go to Portland and visit people, or family members, or we're gonna come to Kingston and visit family, or do our film in everything. You're gonna see us together, and so. If you just you know, take a look at this couple here, this handsome couple, a beautiful couple, and if you see us, come right up and say, "Hey, Red Button Journal. Hey, Miss Madge," and say, "Miss Madge, Miss Madge."
Don't be afraid if you see us.
Don't be afraid. We love to have people come up and talk. You know, nothing makes us feel better. But you know, especially if you're somebody that's been commenting. Tell us what your name is on your YouTube, on the comments, and we'll know who you are.
Yeah.
Because we, you know, unfortunately, as the channel keeps getting bigger and bigger, then that personal part, we won't be able to do as much. And it's like, I almost hope we don't get bigger, because to me, it's so motivating to see how you people respond to us, and it's nice. It's like you're our friends that we've never met. We got one couple who, when they visit this fall, they want to go to lunch with us, and that sounds so cool. You know, we're excited about that. So we haven't made all the, you know, connections yet, and hopefully they're going to be in the Kingston area, or at least somewhere on this side of the island, on the south side. Although, you know, as the government gets more and more roads fixed, it is definitely getting easier to move around in Jamaica. It really is getting easier, you know. So, but anyway, we love you all. We're going to cut it off here, and I'm going to pull up the car and see if Maisie can jump out. And we'll go in the house, and we'll get this ready to premiere at 4 o'clock our time, and so shouldn't have to really do any editing. I had to clear my throat a couple times. I got my lemon water here. Somebody had suggested that on the, you know, one of the. So I listened to you guys. I listened to your suggestions. One man suggested that when I go to these scenic overlooks, I go ahead and get out of the car instead of just saying, "Oh, I can't really see it." And many times I do that. I don't always do it, but that's always in my mind now. And so, like the other day when we got out and when we were over on Chameleon Close, and I got out and I did the beautiful, beautiful views from up there. I was so glad I got out of the car. And for some reason, it was just like, oh, I have all my, excuse me, I have all my sound equipment, everything set up in the car. I don't want to have to get, but you know, I'm glad I did that. So I appreciate your suggestions. I do listen to them. I do read them. And we're always open to new ideas. We do this for you. We do it for ourselves because we get to go do these things too. But it makes it more fun because we're bringing you all with us, you know? So anyway, big up, bless up, hit the thumbs up, please, that helps us. Watch all the video, watch the next one, go back and see some if you haven't seen them all. I'm sure you're all going to enjoy our work. And if you haven't yet, you definitely need to subscribe and even hit the bell icon, because just in case our You know, I'm not posting at the exact same time every day anymore, because I'm looking at when most of the people that happen to watch are online on certain days. Excuse me. So it changes a little bit at times. So it's not always going to be the exact same time. So hit that bell icon, and then you'll get a little beep beep on your phone, and you'll know. Let's come watch him.
We love you guys. Thanks
Yep.
for your support.
Yep.
And we do our best to entertain you.
Yeah. We try to be as nice and exciting and upbeat and everything. So big up yourself, bless up yourself, like, share, comment, subscribe. Until next time, later.
Wow.
Wait, you know, don't you just hate long goodbyes? It's like we can't say goodbye to you guys. We don't want to say goodbye. That's so funny, because we never even hardly ever met. Well, we met Robert the other day, and the one time we met the lady. We met a lady at Price Smart. We met a lady at Super Value. Yeah. So, but
And we saw somebody else at Price Smart.
That's what I'm. Oh yeah.
One lady. A lady. She's a lady.
Oh. Okay.
Bye for now.
Yep.
See you in the next video.
Yep. Let's turn it to the rain. We'll go to the rain. Oh, see, it's let up. It's let up quite a bit, sweetie. I think we could make a run for it. Okay. I'm going to move the car around. We're going to make a run for it, people. Later.